Alright, now that we have learned how to import given media clips into the timeline, let us try to have a look at the basic editing tools that are in Davinci Resolve. So once you import your media, the first thing is you notice to the left over here, you have the video clips and the audio clips. So they are labeled just like so, video 1 and audio 1. And you have the option to lock a particular track, either the video or the audio. You just click on this and everything is locked and you cannot change anything within this clip again. And then you have the option to disable the video track if you want to disable it, but it's there. You can disable a given track, you can do it from here, or you mute a given track, audio track, you can mute it, or you can put it on solo, which means you can silence any other audio within the clip and you'll just be able to listen to this particular audio you are dealing with. This audio on this timeline is the only audio you are going to listen to. Every other audio you're going to solo mute it, or you're going to mute it direct. So this is about this. You can easily add a track by just selecting, right clicking anywhere outside it and just select and add a track. You can add a mono track, you can add a stereo track, or you can add tracks, multiple of tracks, or add subtitle tracks or thereabout. You can delete a track if you so wish. The next thing is you will understand that we have different kind of features over here. So the first one to the left is the zoom in and out tool. Over here you can zoom in to see the complete panel, or you zoom out, you can zoom out or you zoom in to see the details of the video clips that you've uploaded. And the next to it is also the zoom feature. You can also do custom zoom. You can do full extent zoom. When you click on it, it's going to, once you click on this, it's going to give you the full zoom, the zoom to fit on all the clips that are within the timeline. The next is a detail zoom. If you click on it, it's going to zoom to the timeline, okay, the playhead, and it's going to give you the detail of the what is under within the playhead. So you just click on this. This is detailed zoom, and you'll be able to have an access to all the features very clearly in detail. Okay. Next is you have the custom zoom. Once you click on it, you're going to have access to all this. You can zoom in and out within the timeline. So the next thing is we have the marker tool. Okay, if you want to, at any given point, you want to select at a given point, you want to maybe remind yourself that you have to add something, you can just click on it and it's going to add a marker to it. You can see it over here, and you can double click on the marker tool and you can put it, you can give it a name, you can put in details. Maybe you want to add color, or you want to add a text. Over here you can give it a description, or you can even change the coloration of this particular marker tool, and once you say done, you will have it selected over here. And during your editing, you can always refer back to it, and you will see, once you hover over it, you will see the preview of what you needed to add on it. The next is the flag tool. You can use flag tool also on any video clip to add some description or some detail that you may need to add on that particular clip. So once you click on it to add, you can see you've just added it on this clip, and you can double click on it also to put in some notes or some details, and you can change the coloration as well if you so wish, and you can remove the flags if you so wish at any given point in time. So the next thing is we have the snapping tool. Okay, the snapping tool is when you try to move a clip while on the selection mode. When you try to move a clip away, you can see that it snaps. Okay, when you try to bring it closer, you can see it snaps to the next clip. And if you want to remove this snapping feature, you can just uncheck this snapping tool, and once you try to snap to move close, you can see the snapping tool is no more. Okay, if you want to bring it back, you just select it, enable it, and you can see it snaps. Okay, next is you have the linking tool. Okay, the linked selection tool. This ensures that the audio and the video are linked together. If you don't want them to be linked and move together, you can always unselect it. Like now, if I try to move this clip, you can see it moves together with the audio. If you don't want that, you can just unselect this. You can see when you try to move, you will be able to move the audio only, okay, without the video, or you can move the video only without the audio. So to link them back, you just have to come back and select the linked mode, so both of them can move together at any given point in time. So this is about that. Next is you have one of the most important editing feature is the selection mode. With the selection mode, you will be able to move your clips away or outside, just like so. You can drag and move them around. you can exchange their position with the selection tool. And you can even as well reduce the sizing, or you can trim your clip from the edge. Once you navigate to the edge of a clip, you can see it changes to this sign, and once you try to drag it inwards, you can see it trims the clip from the right, and you can do that also from the left. It trims the clip from the left as well. So you can move left and right. The only key thing you should pay attention to is it leaves a gap whenever it is reducing a clip. So it is leaving a gap. So you try to drag, okay, and it's leaving a gap, unlike the other one that I'm going to show you in a bit. So the next is we have the trim edit mode, which you can get to by the letter T. The trim edit mode does three things. For example, once you select it, once it is active, you can see you have the option to do three things. The first, for example, is you can extend the clip around, okay? You can extend the length of the clip around. If you see the green sign, it means the clip is still extendable. You can still extend it further. But once you see the red sign, it means that particular clip has reached its maximum or its end, so it can no more be extended. So this is the first feature. And then another feature is you can, when you try to move it around at the center, you can see you are maintaining the same clip, but you are entering into the other clip, okay? So once you get to the end of it, you can see it becomes red, but then the length of the clip is maintained, but then you can move and trim it forward or backward accordingly. And then you can have the last one, which is a slide trimming. You can come to the bottom of the clip over here and you can try to slice it around. You can see the slicing, maintaining the same size of the clip, but then entering into the other clip. Okay, you can just easily be entering and moving around just like so, just like slicing, just like the name implies, slicing into the clip. So let me kind of undo so we can show the other features. For example, the dynamic trim mode. The dynamic trim mode makes use of the playhead to move either faster to the right or faster to the left, increasing or decreasing the size of a clip. So for example, if I enable the dynamic trim mode and I press the letter N, the letter L, it's going to extend the video clip to the right. And if I press it twice, it's going to extend it twice faster. And if I press on the letter J, it's going to trim the clip to the left. And if I press it twice or thrice, it's going to trim it a bit faster. So let's try the letter L, and you can see it is increasing it's trimming it. Okay, it's extending the length of the clip and it's trimming the other one. And I can stop by clicking on letter K, or I can move backwards and it's going to trim it backwards just like so. If you press it 3 times, it's going to trim it faster. So once you enable the dynamic trim mode, you can easily press the letter L and it's going to trim it to the right. If you press it twice, it's going to trim it faster. One thing you should pay attention to is you can see the starting and the end point of the trim over here and the process as it is moving around. This is just a preview. If you want to trim to the left, you can just press the letter J and it's going to trim it faster to the left. Okay, so the next, and which is one of the most important tool in the editing process, is the razor tool. Just like the name implies, the blade tool, it just cuts the clip at any given point. So once you have it selected and at any given point you just click, it's just going to slice the clip into 2. So for example, just like so, it's just going to slice the tool, just going to cut your tool at the clip at any given point. Which once you hit on the left click, it's just going to create a cut on your clip. And with the selection tool, you will now be able to move the clip or separate them accordingly, move them around. They are now separate tools within the clip. So this is basically the most important tools. Over here you have the stop button and the playhead button to start and stop a given clip, to move to the last frame or to go to the first frame in the clip. You can do all that, and you can loop a given clip to keep playing continuously within a clip. So later on I will show you how to use the source button over here to do quite a number of things within your tools. So for editing purpose at beginner level, this is all you need over here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.